AJ, and today we are reviewing the latest chapter of Demon Slayer slash Kimetsu No Yaiba. So, chapter 201 just came out, and I'm actually recording this the day I read it because holy fuck this chapter. So, with the end of chapter 200, this is the deterioration, well, not deterioration, but basically we're in the end game now, it's going to be finished. We're just going to kind of round off some wee notes, and that's us. Oh no! Did chapter 201 just go, nah, you know what, fuck that, let's just put in this new plot twist? What? So, at the end of 200, Muzan's gone, he's deteriorated, little big baby boy is all gone, and basically we're getting the catch up for everyone, and like who's dying, and it kind of ends off with Gyo finding Tanjiro. No, don't get me wrong, this actually broke my heart just reading it last week, but Tanjiro's on the ground, he's no breathing and he has no pulse. And this is when Nezuko's come running in, all human and all, well, she's crying, because obviously, look at the state of what's just happened. So that was how 200 ended, and we're like, right, we're going to get the conclusion of whether Tanjiro has died, or wait, what's happening with the rest of them, because some of them are like, I'm going to die, but we're still talking and having full life conversations, so they might survive. And then there's the other ones that are like, yeah, you're definitely still alive, like Inosuke and Zenitsu, like, they're fine. Other ones, not so much. It's a wee bit rough, but seeing you being so upset at the end of chapter 200 broke my heart. I love you, like, he's my best boy. He is my best emo boy, as I like to put it. So, chapter 201, we're back with Muzan. It's like, don't care about you. You're dead. Out of here. It was like, thinking, oh, maybe we're getting a wee bit backstory. You know how, like, when somebody dies, you get, like, their backstory about how they became a demon, what there was life beforehand. So I was like, okay, kind of follow suit. And he's talking about, like, oh, they thought I was dead when I was born, but I fought to live on and all that. And it's just like, no. Also, I mean, it starts off as like, death follows me, all, like death follows us all, and it's like, what's it? The shadow of death has always loomed over me, always stuck to me, and it's like, okay. Calm down, mate, like, stop being so dramatic. You're not that great. Nobody cares about you. Well, I don't, because you're a dick. Especially what's just happened in this chapter. You're a fucking dick, mate. Fucking dick. In these last moments, he's like, my body is deteriorating. Like, my body will soon succumb to the sunlight because I never got to walk in the sun as a demon. I didn't get to be like Nezuko. I don't know why he's getting that voice, but he is now, so we're going to go with it. But then, obviously, like, Tanjiro was stuck inside him. Like, he kept his sword in him and whatnot, like, when he turned into the whole big baby thing. So he's actually inside him. He's like, my memories are also eternal and indestructible. And then, like, because he's, like, he looks at Tanjiro, because he can still see him, obviously, like, in his bloody baby form thing. Like, you see, like, normal Muzan, not, like, the big baby thing. He's just, like, awkwardly, like, well, not awkwardly, but, like, going like this to Tanjiro's face, like, just kind of, yes, my precious. Because now he's like, oh, I'm now going to pass my memories on to this boy. No, no, you're... That was literally me at the beginning of me going, no, what the fuck are you doing? No, what the fuck? No. And then it made sense at the end, because he's just sitting there, but, like, he's still got the grip, like, on the sword and whatnot, even, and then it's like, wait a minute, if he's not breathing, he's not got a pulse. Oh, nope. So then, he's, like, passing this on, and, because he's like, I'll pour all my blood and strength onto him, that way I won't lose against death. No! No! Just, fuck off, mate, I don't like you so much, like, you are torturing me. I was happy that you were, like, dying. You were gone. No, you had to still be fucking around, didn't you? Because you're that much of a petty bitch. And then he goes, with you, Kamado Tanjiro, I will conquer the sun because, well, of your sister, because your blood, and I will be the strongest demon king. Fuck off. Go die, mate. Just go die. for 1,000,000 years. Just fucking die. So yeah, and because of the blood and all that, he's like, right, you'll live in the sun, because if your sister can stay in the sun, you'll stay in the sun. Logic, but hey-ho. So then, he's not dead. Because obviously, he's in Tanjiro's body now. And then Muzan's like, oh yeah, you'll be the ultimate, and you will destroy the demon slayers for me. And that's when Tanjiro opens his eyes. Granted, he looks fucking cool with demon eyes, I'm not gonna lie. But like, because obviously his eyes healed up because he's got the regenerative powers, and then, boom, his arm pops out. Because he's obviously got Muzan's powers of like regeneration, and he just goes, boom, I am now the ultimate Tanjiro. I come to fuck yous all up now, apparently. And so that happened. So naturally, everyone's confused, like, what the fuck's happening? An arms just came out. He's now, like, his big bulging thing that he's had for, like, the last 20 million chapters is, like, gone. And then he's just like, yes. And he's just whacking all the, like, the helpers away. So then Gyu has to, like, be like, no. This, like, hurts. Like, I thought it was going to hurt at the end of the last chapter with him being upset for the fact he's lost Tanjiro, and it's like, ah! And it's not cool. So Gyu is telling everyone to get back, get their weapons, anyone who can still fight, pick them back up. The time is now, because they have to kill Tanjiro before he hurts anybody, before he actually murders anybody, because he's just attacking people, because obviously he's like full strength again, like, well, but in a way it's not Tanjiro because it's Muzan taking over, but then like it's still Tanjiro's body, and it's still there's a lot of feels that are coming with this, like it's not cool in the slightest. And also he's like screaming, he's just like, oh, this is happening, and people are obviously scattered around in the whole battlefield of like the big ass fight, and then they're like, what's happening? And then he has to scream, Tanjiro has turned into a demon, and you like expose him to the sun to kill him. Like, the fact that he's had to say this must have honestly broke his heart, but obviously at the end of the day, he's still a demon. Even if, yes, it's Tanjiro, but he has just instantly started attacking people. He's instantly, like, grown his arm. His bulge is gone, like, he is going to kill people, and, like, Gyu's job is to protect mankind, and technically at the moment, Tanjiro is not part of that anymore. Like, no, it breaks my heart. And Gyu's only got one arm, because he lost his arm in the last battle as well, so he's, like, down, but he's still having to try and control Tanjiro to, like, the best of his capabilities, whilst everyone else is trying to get there, because it's basically just Zenitsu and Inosuke that's semi, like, decent, like, and they're the better health-wise, like, they're more stable in comparison to others, like, they are not dying anytime soon, but, like, the other ones are, like, basically, like, that close to death, like, depending on how their bodies go, yep, we're living, or nope, we're going. So Gyu's fighting Tanjiro, basically, to try and get him into the sun as, like, best he can, because obviously, initial reaction, oh no, sun. But then, obviously, because he does have the Kamado like bloodline is magic apparently, because obviously with Nezuko she was like immortal. She was immune to the sunlight, so she could walk out in the sun and go like, yay, look at me. So then obviously Tanjiro's got it, but you couldn't exactly technically assume that, but hey ho, here we are. So he's not burning in the sun anymore. He gets a tight scratch and then that's it. It's all healed up, it's all gone, he's no dying anytime soon. So that's the like, oh, fuck. Because he's not dying in the sun, he just goes to Gyu goes flying. Essentially, that's the best way to kind of put it. He just goes flying, because obviously he's got all this strength and Gyu basically doesn't. Like, he's knackered. Like, everyone's knackered. Everyone has no energy. He's, like I said, he's lost an arm. He has an excuse not to have any energy whatsoever. So because he's knocked out of the way, guess who comes in? The series best boy, Inosuke, coming in. What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Like, yes! Get in there, boy! Boy! And then he's just like, he's the half and half Hattori guy! What are you doing? He's your comrade! Oh god, it's like, he's your comrade! So then Zenitsu's like slightly hovering in, like being like, Tanjiro, what are you doing? And then you get this epic shot of Tanjiro looking like proper demon-like the white eyes, the claw hands, and like arms all veiny and popping. It's just like, oh, shit has really went down. If you thought it was bad before, it's bad now. Because obviously all the strength is coming out. He's basically getting more attuned to his body, and it's like, everyone is fucked. So Zenitsu is finally getting to where like they are, like fighting wise, and he can't believe his eyes. He's like, no, this has to be a lie. Like, it can't be. And then obviously everyone's ruined. Like, nobody else can fight. Really, like, nobody can fight against him in his level because obviously he's full of strength. Nobody else is. Tanjiro has all the power. Nobody has any. And then, like, Zenitsu is getting so emotional. He's like, yeah, but what about Nezuko? What was it? Nezuko-chan. All the work he's done for her, and yet this is how it ends. But I'm still in the boat as, like, because he's got all the memories in Muzan, it's not him that's obviously doing all this. He's got all the Muzan set, so he's practically Muzan, just in Tanjiro's body. Like, Tanjiro is, like, stuck in the subconscious, and it's heartbreaking, because everyone's thinking it's Tanjiro, and it's like, oh no, because obviously they don't know what's happening. They've just probably thought, oh wait, he's just turned him into a demon whilst he was stuck inside baby form. Like, they won't know that he's in there, essentially. And, like, Inosuke gets, like, so, like, passionate about it, and it's like, we're comrades, we're brothers. Like, oh. It's like, it just gets so emotional, and it, like, breaks my heart. Like, this whole ending, like, with him and Inosuke just broke my heart. Because then, oh, because he's like, if someone strays from the path, the rest has to stop them together. So it's like, because obviously Tanjiro was the one who picked everyone up, like, after the whole, like, forest thing when they were in the hospital. Like, Inosuke lost his voice and shit, and, like, Zenitsu was, like, trying to regrow his limbs again so he wasn't, like, spidery size. Like, he was the one that got them back in the training, got them all going again, and, like, even when they were doing the hardcore training, like, he was, like, lifting people up, and, like, Tanjiro's, like, the heart and soul of this wee, like, Demon Slayer corpse, and, like, oh. And then, like, for them all to see the fact that he's now became the thing that they fight against, like, hurts so much. But then, like, Inosuke's like, no, like, I'm gonna do my job. I'm, like, even if it's the worst thing I need to do, I need to do it, like, regardless of how painful and difficult it may be, we've got to follow the right path. And it's like, oh. And then Zenitsu's like, no, stop. And then Inosuke's like, I am going to stop him. I'm going to cut him. And then, like, he gets a flashback of, like, Tanjiro being so sweet, and he's like, oh, you can eat this too, and it's like, oh. And then that stops him, and he's like, no, you can't do it. Like, because how can you? How can you try and go against, like, essentially his best mate? That will be his best mate. And he's like, I can't cut him. And it's like, oh. Even though, like, Tanjiro, like, obviously as we see him now, like, he's just going, I'm gonna fucking kill you. He's got the murder in his eyes, he's got the teeth, like, all bearing out, and, like, Inosuke is just like, I can't do it. It's like, oh, my heart. And then he's like, I was wrong, Tanjiro. I can't do it. Because we're comrades. And that's how it fucking ends. And he's got tears in his eyes. And I realised, like, I read this chapter twice because I just couldn't comprehend what happened. It was just like, what the actual fuck? And then it hit me at the end. I'm pretty sure that's the first time Inosuke actually called Tanjiro by his name correctly. 201 chapters. And that's when we get, like, Inosuke calling him, like, Tanjiro correctly. I'm actually getting upset again. Like, oh. How can they do this? And then, obviously, this is going to start a new fucking arc of them all having to fight Tanjiro, because Tanjiro's probably going to run away now. And, like, they're probably, like, he's probably going to hurt a lot of people, but then he's probably going to get away. So then all of them are going to have to come together to try and fight Tanjiro again. And just can't. I think how it's going to happen, like, for, like, this whole arc, I think, like, Nezuko is essentially going to be the whole route to this, because I think she'll be the one that will get to his subconscious to then bring Tanjiro back out to then kind of stop all of this, because if they still have the cure somehow, because obviously the cure worked to a degree, well, it worked on Nezuko, but we don't know if obviously it'll work on him because he's got Muzan in him. Oh, it's so confusing. Like, I don't know what's going to happen. But, because obviously, Nezuko kind of came back because obviously Tanjiro was like, no, Nezuko, like, when she turned demon, it's like, I know you're in there, like, you need to fight, blah, 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 blah. So I think it will do a nice wee swap around, and it kind of comes, like, full circle. But it just hurts the fact that soon as she becomes human again, he has to come into a demon. It's like, no. I was all up for, like, the fact that Tanjiro was going to die this chapter, and, like, that was the end of the series. It was like, he did his kind of life purpose, and then, like, because Muzan's dead, like, Demon Slayer Corp won't have to be a thing anymore, because obviously there will be no more demons. Like, that kind of thing. So then everyone can live happy lives if they survived and whatnot. Like, Nezuko would probably, like, Zenitsu would probably go take Nezuko and then they'll get married. But, like, no, now it's not going to happen, and I don't know how long, like, I don't know anymore. And I'm now, like, dreading every week now, because I was very expecting for this video to be like, oh, here's, like, my reaction to, like, the whole series of, like, Demon Slayer, and now it's me going to be like, why is this still going on? Why is this breaking my heart? Don't get me wrong, fucking good plot twist, but, like, it breaks my heart, and it's not exactly the nice cheer up thing you want to read right now, but am I still going to read it? Yes, because I like to torture myself. I like the pain, I like the angst, but still. Oh, but Tanjiro is such a good boy. He doesn't deserve it. He has worked so hard and he got this far. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. He had to fall to lose it all. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. Oh, and yes, I have to make terrible jokes to make myself feel better, because damn, this has made me so emotional, this chapter. It literally ruined my day. I'm not gonna lie. I started up, I woke up, I read it twice, went, what the fuck has happened? And then my whole mood was, I just want to, like, curl up and cry and just, no. But then I was like, right, I'm gonna make a video, I'm gonna rant, I'm gonna make, like, I'm gonna have to get this out my system, because I was all expecting, like, to do a video anyway, being like, here's how the season ended. Because I was so expecting it to kind of end, like, either, like, this chapter, or, like, maybe even the latest, next chapter, just kind of rounding off. No! That didn't happen. Oh, don't get me wrong, I love this series. It has made me cry so many times, and it makes me think, oh, it's so weird to think. The last time I got this emotional was when Shinobu died. See that wee arc, and then her sacrifice, and oh, that fight, and oh, I was bawling like a baby. Bawling like a baby. I was, like, just sitting on the couch, just reading, just flicking through, and I'm just like... Oh, I was so heartbroken when Shinobu died. Like, so heartbroken. Because she is my best girl. She is my favourite. I fucking love her. And I'm not going to look forward to when I have to see, like, if the anime gets that far. I'm not going to be happy when I have to watch that bit, because I am going to start bawling the moment she goes into the room. Never mind starting the fight. Just as soon as I know that's happening, and, like, this is, like, the beginning of her last scene, I'm just going to be bawling, like. And then if anyone's watching with me, which I highly doubt, because I like watching it by myself, but in the off case that somebody is, I'm just going to ruin it, but, like, something's happening and they're like, oh no, what's going to happen? Like, my best girl's dying. Oh. Sorry, so that's the worst part. That was so long ago, like, when that happened. But it's still, that's, like, still one of the hardest moments. But, oh, it's a good series. Like, I'm so happy I got into it last year. But, oh, the feels, man. Feels. So, chapter 201. Not the end. It's just the beginning of a new arc. R.I.P. my feels. So, let's see how they ruin me, shall we? Till next week. So, I'm AJ, I did something today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye! I'm not gonna lie, I started laughing because I just think of like the Russian memes and it's like comrade and it's like comrade Yoda. I know this is might be like a serious moment, but that's when I read that was the first thing that came to my head was comrade Yoda. If you've not seen that, you need to look that up. It's the stupid humour that I like, but here we go.